Good morning students, welcome to today's online class. I hope you all completed the home test, isn't it? Shall we start today's class? Okay, all of you take your note and book, students. Let's write the example 5.14. Okay, what is the question now? Consider the graph representing growth of population in crores. Find the slope of the line AB and hence estimate the population in the year 2030. Estimate means approximate. Okay. So there is the line AB given using graph line AB given AB. A point and B point is there. They asked to find the slope of AB. Okay. And also we have to find the unknown value means find the estimate population in the year of 2030. The year of 2030. So, two questions we have to find out here. First one is slope of AB. Okay, AB is given. Slope of, what is the slope formula? Slope M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, isn't it? Using that formula, slope we can find out. After that, we have to find out the population in 2030. Okay, first let us find out the slope of AB. Okay, first let us find the slope of AB. Listen, the points A of 2005, 96. What is meant by this now? So 2005 means in the year of 2005 there is 96 crores population. Okay, the same way B point also 2015 year and 100 is the population that is used by crore. Okay, or underline AB, it is given. So slope M formula. Let us find the slope of AB. Here x1 equal to 2005, y1 equal to 96, x2 equal to 2015, y2 is equal to 100. Okay. So let us substitute these values in the formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So that is 100 minus 96 by 2015 minus 2005, which is equal to 100 minus 96, 4. Divided by 2015 minus 2005 equal to 5. So 4 divided by 10 we have, is it? Let us divide it by using 2 table. 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10. So we get 2 divided by 5. So slope of AB is equal to 2 divided by 5. Now let us find out the estimate population, means approximate population in 2030. Up to 2025 it is mentioned in our graph, is it? So 2030 will be next somewhere here, is it? That is 2030. So 2030 is the year, is it? So in the year of 2030, what is the population we have to find out? Okay, let us take the population as K. Let us take the population as K. So 2030 correspondingly that population will be somewhere here. Let us take here that point is C of 2030 comma K. Understood? Let us take the growth of population is K. Is it? Assuming that point is C. C of 2030 comma K. So the point C of 2030 comma K lie on the line AB. Means 3 points are lie on the same line, means we can say that points are collinear. So ABC lie on the same line. So we can say A comma B comma C are collinear. A comma B comma C are collinear. Okay. So 3 points are collinear means we know that slope of AB equal to slope of BC equal to slope of AC. Say slope of AB equal to slope of BC equal to slope of AC, isn't it? See here A, B, C lie on the same straight line. So we can say ABC are collinear. So slope of AB, slope of BC, slope of AC will be equal. Understood? Slope of AB, slope of BC, slope of AC will be equal. Okay, we have to find the unknown value K. So any two slope we have to find out, either slope of AB and slope of BC or slope of AB and slope of AC we have to find out. Okay, let us do. Let us take slope of AB and slope of AC. Okay, ABC are collinear. Slope of AB, slope of AC and slope of BC will be equal. Any two let us take. So, let us take the concept here. Slope of AB equal to slope of AC. Okay, first let us find out slope of AC. For that, A point and C point, let us take it. Okay, what is A point? 2005 comma 96 and C of 2030 comma unknown value K. Okay, so here x1 equal 2005, y1 equal to 96, x2 equal 2030, y2 equal to K. Let us substitute this values in this formula. Okay, what is the slope formula? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, so y2 is K minus y1 is 96 divided by what is x2? 2030 minus what is x1? 2005. Okay, which is equal to K minus 96 divided by what is the value of 2030 minus 2005? 25. Okay, we have slope of AB equal to slope of AC. Is it what is the slope of AB? We have first we did know 2 by 5. Okay, slope of AB equal to slope of AC. Since slope of AB equal to slope of AC, slope of what is slope of AB? 2 by 5 equal to what is slope of AC? K minus 96 divided by 25. Let us cross multiply it. We get 2 into 25 is equal to 5 into K minus 96. Okay, 2 into 25 is 50 is equal to with the 5. Let us multiply these two terms. 5 into K, 5K minus 5 into 96. 5 into 96, 50 is equal to 5K minus what is 5 into 96? 480. Let us take the 480 to this side. We get 50 plus 480 is equal to 5K. That is, add it. 50 plus 480 we have 530. 530 is equal to 5K. From here K is equal to 530 by 5. Let us divide it. 1 5 is 5. Here 1 5 is 5. Next 3 not going. So 0. 30 together we have to take 5 6 are 30. Okay. So which is equal to 106. Therefore, the estimated population in 2030 is equal to 106 crores. Understood, students? Okay, let's do the example 5.15. What is the 5.15 now? Without using Pythagoras theorem, show that the points 1, minus 4, 2, minus 3 and 4, minus 7 form a right-angled triangle. Okay, we know that in a triangle 3 sides are there, isn't it? So, in the same way, right-angle triangle also has 3 sides, isn't it? Here the question is asked without using Pythagoras theorem. So usually right angle triangle means at once we will use the Pythagoras theorem, isn't it? Here they asked without using Pythagoras theorem we have to solve. So here what can we do now? Using concept of slope we can find the answer, isn't it? So let us name the vertices A, B, C. A, B, C. So A of 1, minus 4, B of 2, minus 3, C of 4, minus 7. So we are going to use the slope concept. So formula write it. Slope M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Let us find out the slope of AB first of all. Okay, in a triangle we know that 3 sides are there, isn't it? So 3 sides having 3 slope, isn't it? So 1 by 1 let us find the slope. Okay, ABC 3 sides are there, is it? So slope of AB, slope of BC, slope of AC. Let us find out 1 by 1. First, let us find the slope of AB. Okay, so for that A point and B point we have to use it. So what is slope formula? Y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, isn't it? So let us find out slope of AB. Here y2, what is y2? Minus 3 minus y1 is minus 4 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 2 minus 1, which is equal to minus 3. Here 2 minus into minus means plus we get. So minus 3 plus 4 divided by 2 minus 1 is 1, which is equal to minus 3 plus 4 is 1 by 1, which is equal to 1. Therefore, slope of AB equal to 1. Let us find out slope of BC. Okay, for that B of 2 comma minus 3, C of 4 comma minus 7 we have to use. X1 equal to 2, Y1 is equal to minus 3, X2 is equal to 4, Y2 equal to minus 7. Let's substitute that values in the formula. Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. So Y2 is minus 7 minus Y1 is minus 3 divided by X2 is, what is X2? 4 minus x1 is 2, which is equal to minus 7. Here minus into minus plus. Okay, plus 3 divided by 4 minus 2 is 2. That is equal to minus 7 plus 3 we have minus 4 divided by 2. Let's divide it. 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4. So we get minus 2 by 1 is equal to minus 2. Let us find the slope of AC. A of 1 comma minus 4, C of 4 comma minus 7. X1 equal to 1, Y1 is equal to minus 4, X2 equal to 4, Y2 is equal to minus 7. So slope of AC equal to, let us substitute this value is Y2 minus Y1, that is minus 7 minus minus 4 divided by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that is 4 minus 1, which is equal to minus 7. Here minus into minus plus 4 divided by 4 minus 1 is 3, which is equal to minus 7 plus 4 we have minus 3 by 3. 3 can be cancelled, 1 here minus 1, which is equal to minus 1 by 1 is equal to minus 1. So slope of AC equal to minus 1. Let us check the slope. Okay, what we have, slope of AB equal to 1, slope of BC equal to minus 2, slope of AC equal to minus 1. What we have to prove? The points form a right angle triangle, isn't it? Right angle triangle means any one angle must be 90 degree. How it will be 90 degree? That only we have to prove, isn't it? So by seeing, we can identify slope of AB is 1, slope of AC equal to minus 1, isn't it? Slope of AB equal to 1, isn't it? Slope of AC equal to minus 1. Let us find out the product. Okay, if we are getting the product of their slope minus 1, we can say that two lines are perpendicular, isn't it? We know that since two lines are perpendicular, their slope, product of their slope must be minus 1. So m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1 condition, we know that, isn't it? Here let us multiply the slope of AB and AC. Okay, slope of AB into slope of AC equal to what is the value of slope of AB? 1. What is the value of slope of AC? Minus 1. So which is equal to minus 1. Okay, since product of their slope is minus 1, we can say that two lines are perpendicular. Therefore we can say, here we used AB and AC, so AB perpendicular AC can be said. AB perpendicular AC. Therefore see the diagram. By diagram you can understand easily. For understanding, roughly you draw. Okay, name it A, B, C, See, AC and AB are perpendicular, isn't it? Perpendicular in the sense this angle A is 90 degree. Angle A must be 90 degree. By that we can say AB perpendicular AC. By that we can say angle A equal to 90 degree. Angle A is equal to 90 degree. Angle A is equal to 90 degree. So angle A equal 90 degree, hence the points form a right angled triangle. Okay. Now let's note the homework questions. Okay. Exercise 5. Question number 10. Homework. Okay. Easy only. Write the question. So that the given points form a parallelogram. A of 2.5, 3.5. B of 10, -4. C of 2.5, -2.5. And D of -5, 5. So just to give the rough diagram, parallelogram ABCD. Draw the parallelogram and name it ABCD. We know that parallelogram is the quadrilateral. It is made by 4 line segments, isn't it? So parallelogram means opposite sides are parallel. So what are the opposite sides here? AB and CD are the opposite sides, as well as BC and DA are the opposite sides. So opposite sides are parallel means the slope must be equal. So slope of AB and the slope of CD you should get equal value. Okay. First of all, you find the slope of AB. Then you have to find the slope of CD. Then compare both the slope. Okay. You will get the same value. Then you can say slope of AB equal to slope of CD. Hence, so that AB parallel CD. AB parallel CD. And after that, slope of BC you have to find out, slope of AD you have to find out. This both you will get equal value, so that you can write slope of BC equal to slope of AD. Therefore, BC parallel AD. So after that, last answer you have to write slope of AB equal to slope of CD and slope of BC equal to slope of AD. Hence the points form a parallelogram. Understood, students? So listen the next homework question, that is question number 12. Okay. So A of 3, -4, B of 9, -4, C of 5, -7 and D of 7, -7. So that ABCD is a trapezium. See the diagram, student. Draw the diagram, roughly draw the diagram. So ABCD, name it. We know that trapezium also closed figure made by 4 line segment. It can be say quadrilateral. Here trapezium in the sense any one pairs will be parallel. Okay. Now AB and CD are parallel sides. BC and AD are not parallel. Okay. So first of all you have to find the slope of AB, then slope of CD find out. This both you will get equal value. Then you can say slope of AB equal to slope of CD, so that AB parallel CD. Okay. Then you have to find the slope of BC and the slope of AD. This both pairs are not parallel. This both sides are not parallel. So slope also will not get equal value. Understood, students? So BC and AD not equal only you will get. So that you can say BC not equal to AD. AB and CD equal value will get. So one pair slopes you are getting equal value. This pair slope not equal value only you are getting. So that the points form a trapezium, you can say. Understood, students? Okay, now let's write the next example, 5.16. Okay, what is the 5.16 now? Prove analytically that the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and is equal to half of its length. Isn't it? What is given? What you have to find out? First, let us use the diagram. Okay, by that you can understand the question. What is given, what you have to find out. Okay, so draw the triangle, name it PQR, otherwise ABC you can use it. Okay, and the PQR vertices did not given. Let us take it A, B and Q of C, D and R of E, F. Okay, what is given now? the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. Let us name this is PQ is first side, PR is second side, QR is third side. So midpoint of the first two sides, let's take the midpoint here, that is S. Midpoint of PR, let's take here, that is T. Okay. First of all, we have to find the midpoint of PQ, that is S point you will get. Midpoint of PR, that is T point you will get. Okay. How can we find out? Using midpoint formula, let us find out. Let's join this midpoints of S and midpoint of PQ and PR, that is S and T join, we get a parallel line. What we have to find out now? Prove that ST is parallel QR. First question, ST is parallel QR. How can we prove? We know that since two lines are parallel, their slope must be equal. So using concept of slope, we can find out. So before that, first of all, we have to find out midpoint of PQ and midpoint of PR. We get S point and T point. Understood, students? First, using midpoint formula, we are going to find the midpoint of PQ and midpoint of PR. We get S point and T point. Shall we do? Let us take P of A comma B, Q of C comma D, R of E comma F be the vertices of triangle PQR. Let S and T be the midpoints of the sides PQ and PR. Okay. Midpoint of XY formula. What is midpoint formula? Do you remember? You are thorough with this formula, no? What is midpoint formula? X1 plus X2 by 2 comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2. Okay. Let us find the midpoint of PQ. We get the S point. Okay. That is P of A comma B, Q of C comma D. What is X1? A, Y1 is equal to B, X2 equal to C, Y2 equal to D. Okay, midpoint of PQ is equal to, let us substitute this values in this formula. Okay, we get X1 equal to A plus X2 equal to C by 2. That means X1 plus X2 by 2 comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2. That is B plus D by 2. B plus D by 2. Okay, what is it? S point. Okay, that is S equal to, therefore S equal, midpoint of PQ means that is S. Midpoint of PQ means that is S. Okay, S equal to A plus C by 2 comma B plus D by 2. Next, what to do? We have to, in the same way, we have to find out midpoint of PR. That is T point. Shall we do? Midpoint of PR. Okay. Now we are going to find the midpoint of PR. Is it? Midpoint of PR, we get T point. Okay. So that P of A comma B and R of E comma F point we have to take. Is it? Here X1 equal to A, Y1 is equal to B, X2 equal to E, Y2 equal to F. Let us substitute. Okay. What formula we have to use? What is the midpoint formula? X1 plus X2 by 2 comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2. Okay. Let us substitute. That is X1 is A plus X2 is E. X1 plus X2 by 2 comma Y1 is B plus Y2 is F by 2, which is equal to A plus E by 2 comma B plus F by 2. That is the point T. That is the point T. Understood, students? Next, we are going to find out slope of ST. Slope of ST. We have to say this ST and Q are parallel. We have to say ST parallel to QR. So that we have to find out slope of ST and slope of QR. If the slopes are same, we can say, or we can say these two lines are parallel. If the slopes are same, we can say ST parallel to QR. That is the first question. Okay, so first of all, we are going to find the slope of ST. Okay, let us do slope of ST. For that, we have to use S point, S of A plus C by 2 comma B plus D by 2, and this is S point. Then T of A plus E by 2 comma B plus F by 2. Okay, now let's use the formula. What is the formula for slope? M is equal to Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. Is it? What is X1 value? A plus C by 2. Okay. What is Y1 value? B plus D by 2. What is x2 value? A plus e by 2. And what is y2 value? B plus f by 2. Understood, students? Let us use the formula. M is equal to y2 minus y1. That is, y2 is b plus f by 2 minus y1 is this b plus d by 2. B plus d by 2 divided by formula division. Okay, divided by x2 minus x1. What is x2? A plus e by 2. A plus e by 2 minus what is x1? A plus e by 2. A plus e by 2. Okay, a plus e by 2. A plus e by 2. A plus e by 2. Now, which is equal to, see the numerator, b plus f by 2 minus b plus d by 2. See, same denominator. So, numerator can be write directly, isn't it? So, what is the denominator value in the numerator term? 2. Is it? 2. What is the numerator? b plus f. B plus f. This minus is common for this both terms. So, can be used the bracket. Why here two terms are there. Formula is y2 minus y1. So this minus is common for both the term. So it will come minus b minus d. Understood, students? Divided by, now come to the denominator. What is the denominator? A plus e by 2 minus a plus e by 2. Here what is the, here denominators are same. Is it? Right, 2. So the numerator as it is can write, that is a plus e. A plus e. Here also this minus is common for both. Is it? x2 minus x1. No? So here two terms are there. Minus is common for both. So that a plus e minus a minus c. Okay. See here. Plus b minus b can be cancelled. As well as a minus a can be cancelled. Isn't it? Remaining here, which is equal to f minus d by 2 divided by, denominator what and all is there? E minus c by 2. Which can be right? F minus d by 2. This denominator take it as a numerator. So it division change into multiplication. So it can be right. E minus c by 2 can be right. 2 by e minus c. So into 2 divided by e minus c. Is it? This division changed it into multiplication. So reciprocally we have to write. E minus c by 2 we have to write it reciprocally. 2 minus e minus c. Why in the sense this division we changed it into multiplication. Okay, now this 2 can be cancelled. Remaining we have f minus d by e minus c. Okay. Next we have to find out the slope of QR. Okay, for that Q point and R point we have to use. Okay, so we are going to find the slope of QR. Slope of ST over slope of QR we are going to find out. Is it? For that Q point and R point we have to use. Okay, here what is x1? C. What is y1? D. What is x2? E. What is y2? F. Okay. Slope of QR is equal to y2 minus y1. That is f minus d y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay. That is e minus c. E minus c. This is slope of, what is it? Slope of QR. What is slope of ST? We have f minus d by e minus c. What is slope of QR? F minus d by e minus c. Okay. What is slope of ST? We have f minus d by e minus c. What is slope of QR? F minus d by e minus c. Is it the same? Yes, is it? So one answer we got it. Is it this ST and QR can be say parallel. Both the slope we got it equal value. Is it? So can we say slope of ST equal to slope of ST equal to slope of QR. Therefore, ST parallel QR. ST parallel QR. One answer we got it, isn't it? Next we are going to find out the distance between ST and distance between QR. By that only we can prove the second question. By that only we can prove the second here. What is the second? No. Here first we have to say these two lines are parallel. ST parallel to QR. That one over. ST slope and QR slope we got it same answer. By that we can say ST and QR are parallel. Isn't it? That one we completed. Next, one more question they asked. Is it parallel to the third side and is equal to half of its length? Is it half of its length? What is meant by this? No. Length of ST is equal to the half of the length of QR. Okay. Length of ST is equal to the half of the length of QR we have to say. How can we prove? No? Using distance formula we have to find out the distance between ST and distance between QR. Okay. By that we can find out the, we can prove the length of ST is half of its length of QR. Okay, so this one we can complete in the next class. Okay students, so up to this portion you have to learn properly. Thank you students.